Welcome to the show. I'm in a good mood. Let me tell you why. Because fall is coming and I am so sick of this darn heat. And I am so happy to be able to walk in cooler weather. We are in the South and I get depressed when I look at the weather and it's got like the red air quality, like don't go outside. It's too hot. It's crazy. And I can't stroll pumpkin doodle. It's too hot. And I'm like, after work, when I get off work, because the sun's the most, like you want to kind of avoid it between 10 and 4. So when I'm done at 4, I'm like, let's go. I want to take a walk outside and just be done for my day. Because then his nighttime routine starts. We have to start it so early. I can't wait to just have the breeze go through, the fall leaves falling, and just crisp air.
You know what I think is hilarious? Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you. We're not going to make this into a whole show. What I do think is funny is that I saw a huge billboard, like the size of a building, half the size of a building, with a huge, I was cracking up. I was like, okay, Dunkin' Donuts, you're really trying hard selling their pumpkin spice latte. And I'm like, I'm too hot. I cannot think of a pumpkin spice latte when I got the AC on blast on me. So it'll probably be Christmas by the time I drink anything hot. Oh my word.
It stays warm a good bit until like October.
It's till Halloween. Usually Halloween, for some reason that night, boom, it switches.
But I can still walk it's 70s. That's fine. It's the high 90s. I can't do it.
We can walk in 80s, but the 90s, 100s, like, oh my gosh.
We had this nice breeze, cool weather. It's not cool. When I say cool, it's like high 70s, but I'll take it. And it feels so good. So I'm just in a really good mood because of that. Also, we're still doing our healthy swaps, which I'm really having fun doing these healthy swaps because it gives me an opportunity to research different products. And I literally ordered everything that I'm about to talk about. I ordered it all last night. It's on its way. I get it tomorrow.
I'm so excited because I get to try them too, because on Tuesdays, because we're a 2-woman show over here. Tuesdays, I go over to Lindsay's house and watch Ellison all day while Lindsay cures her videos for a new app coming up. And I'm going to try. I always try her new stuff. It's so fun.
Yeah. So this week's Healthy Swaps is date syrup. So switch out your regular molasses syrup or whatever syrup that you're using and use date syrup. I've been using date syrup for a while and I'm switching this new it's still date syrup, but I'm doing a new brand because she had so many other options. And I originally found date syrup while browsing through Whole Foods one day. And I just was like, I've never heard of that. Date syrup. Okay. And we're writing our cookbook, so it's going to take a while to get the cookbook done, but we're always looking for ingredients that are healthier. And so when I found that, I said, what is this? You know what it is?
What?
Dates.
You're so silly.
I know. It's delicious. It's just dates. That's all it is. So I did not know that date syrup has more potassium than banana, ounce for ounce. It also has more magnesium, iron, amino acids, trace minerals, and phosphorus than honey or maple syrup. It's high in...
Shut up. I didn't know it had, you know why? Because I'll put maple syrup in my coffee sometimes because of the minerals. So I didn't know that it had more minerals than maple syrup. That's really cool. Wow.
And high in antioxidants, which of course, as an esthetician, I love. The reason why I think there's been like a bad rap with dates, like, oh, they're so high in sugar. Don't eat too many. So that's why I do eat the ones that are just in the container. But I thought, oh, that would be too high in sugar. But it's actually great for you. It's a natural sweetener. It's to replace your refined sugar, your honey, your maple syrup, and agave. So I had waffles this morning. I use it on my waffles. They're delicious. But here's some things that you can put it in. This is a little long, but I'm just really excited. Okay. So here's some things. And plus it's fall.
I will say, you know what? It's really funny, Lindsay. You're so cute. There's some people that live to eat. There's other people that eat to live. You love food. And it's great because our dad was a professional chef. And you got that from Dad, able to mix you can taste things like really well.
I can taste things well. The odd thing about me is I do not like to cook.
I know, that is funny. That is interesting.
I will tell somebody else how to make it. Hey, add this in there, add this in. But the actual process of it, I don't like the cleanup. It's just too messy. But anyway, okay, here's some things you can use it on. Your waffles, put it on my waffles this morning. Obviously pancakes as well. You can drizzle it in your coffee, your tea, in your oatmeal. You can drizzle it on cashew butter toast. They said almond butter toast, but I'm a cashew butter girl. If you haven't tried cashew butter, try cashew butter. It's so...
Where do you get yours? Whole Foods?
Yeah. Or you can get it anywhere, really. Just get organic cashew butter, but it is the smoothness of it and the taste is delicious. You can drizzle it on Greek yogurt or even ice cream. You can mix it into your smoothies. Listen to this.
I love a new person coming to the podcast and we're talking about all these new anti-aging products. And Lindsay's going on for 5 minutes about date syrup and you can drizzle it on. You know, that person's like, am I on the right podcast?
Okay, this is how it relates to skin. Let me relate it to skin. I'm trying to replace your refined sugar. I'm trying to get rid of that sugar face, that glycation, and have a healthier alternative. And this has all your minerals, your potassium, your antioxidants. So I'm giving you that option. And I'm also telling you how to use it in your day, because you do need, for instance, roasted vegetables like carrots or Brussels sprouts. But yuck, those are not good by themselves. So drizzle some date syrup on them. All right. You can drizzle on your apples and cheese or goat cheese and toast. That sounds delicious. I watched her video and she had it drizzled on a cheese board with sides of pancetta, pistachios, and cheese. That's coming up in the fall. Don't you think of cheese boards and stuff like that? Like, yum. And I bet you'd be a hit of the party. You're bringing, oh, what's that? Date sauce. What? What's date sauce? And then there you go. I just gave you a whole thing about it. You can mix into salad dressing. We all eat salad dressings with a little olive oil and pinch of salt. By the way, I just found out, and I feel like I should have known this before, but with salads, I'm really going to start to replace my kale with arugula because it's just so hard to process and it can be inflammatory. So I'm going to start doing that with my salads. And then make sure if you're going to do a date syrup, then it's made with one ingredient, and that's just organic dates. So the one that I found, there's a few brands that I like, but if you go into lindsayholder.com and under the shop section, go to the healthy swaps, I have all of this already selected for you so you can just see which ones I'm talking about. But this brand has no gums, it has no additives. What I like that this brand has, it has date sugar. So you can use a date sugar, so it's just made with dates, to replace your meals that call for sugar, date paste. And I'm excited. Get this. They have a sweet chili sauce. I have been looking for a hot sauce that does not have any inflammatory oils, and it has been so hard to find. This one is made of dates, apple cider vinegar, garlic powder, sea salt, and crushed red pepper.
Is that one on its way?
It's coming tomorrow. I can't wait.
Oh, good. I will try that on Tuesday. I am excited.
Aren't you excited? She mentions to use this. I'm almost done, people. She mentions to use this as a finishing glaze for grilled anything. You can drizzle it on top of cream cheese.
I think everybody can now see why we're writing a cookbook, because it's
dipping sauce for
I will
spring
be
rolls.
over at Lindsay's house. Oh my God.
If you're on your way to work, I'm sorry. You're probably starving by now. She also has an organic chocolate date spread made with organic dates, cocoa, coconut oil, vanilla extract, and salt. Yum. I'm thinking, how perfect for fall. You can have like a healthy s'mores. So guess what? Guess what's in our cookbook? Date syrup. Date syrup. You're welcome, date lady. I just gave you like $1 million ad. There you go.
Yeah.
This is not sponsored, by the way.
That's amazing.
Did you look at this and thought you're crazy? You had like everything.
I did. I was like, surely she's not going to talk a whole page about this. But currently, I am battling a sore throat, which is a pretty funny situation over here because I am having to sit and sweat in the hot heat, but I've got to drink hot tea right now. So I'm in a little bit of a nightmare.
To get it through. But aren't you excited about all the date things coming?
I am. Those are very creative, and I like to mix things up because I can get into a rut like most people, you know?
Yeah. Today we're discussing new products and new anti-aging like skincare and products that we've tried that we liked. and just to kind of go in it a little bit. The first one on the list is the Halo Zip device. It's been out for a little bit. They sent us the device. It's not sponsored by Zip, but let me tell you, I like it.
I love it. I like it.
I just skipped over that.
I know. Thank you. I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad you did, because as soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like this. Stop it. Stop it.
I just did a video reviewing like every little thing that I like about it, but I'll put it in our new app, which is coming out soon. We are in the process. We are physically building it now.
Yes.
I'm so excited about this. This is like our Christmas present to ourselves. We just paid for it. We dipped into a savings account once again, paid for the app. We have our developer meeting, and oh my gosh. So we should do a whole podcast on just the app to let everybody know what it is, behind the scenes, all the videos that we're doing. We're working our tail off, and we are so just thrilled to be bringing this soon to you, so you can have everything in the palm of your hands, white labeled branded app. You just hit LaPree Beauty, download it in the Google Store, download it in the Apple Store, and your skincare videos are right there. You have a trusted esthetician. That's me. I tell you what works, what doesn't. So this is how it kind of works. Brands do send us stuff, and then we buy stuff. When they do send us stuff, is no reflection of, oh yeah, oh, thanks for that gift. Now I'm going to say that I love it. Nope, that do not work like that. I only want to give to you what I think you should get. And I do love the Halo device. Now in the app, I do a video and I tell you, I really break it down for you so you understand all the little things about it from an esthetician's perspective and what ways that you can use a microcurrent device. I'm really happy to share that with you. This device has nanocurrent and microcurrent. So in the app, I explain in the video the difference between the two currents in the video. But as of now, as of my understanding, this is the only device that I know that has both those currents. Now, the microcurrent, that's what gives you the immediate results. But do you know what nanocurrent does? Microcurrent, that does lift your cheeks, your jowls or brows. It really does such a great difference. I'll go into detail on what the nanocurrent does as well in our app that's coming up. And we're going to give a 7-day free trial. So once it is, on or what, you can get it, you can available. Thank you. You can download it and get a 7-day free trial. Please go ahead though and get into our current community, which is at lindsayholder.com, because we are going to, this is why you want to do this. We are sending a special to all of our members that are currently in there, and we will give them a special when the app is ready. We're going to let them know. But another reason why I love this device is the conductive gel, because most devices, actually you had the NuFace too, didn't you? So that gel, as you remember, was so thick,
very thick.
This one is a game changer. It's like you're putting on this wonderful serum. Don't you love it?
I love this device so much. I love the serum. I can physically tell the difference right after I've used it. Like I can tell. And so it's so great because I watched the videos that came with it, and the designer said that over time it continues to build collagen in your face, and it's, working with the muscles. But what I love about it is if I have some place that I am going to that day and I want to, have a lift in my jaws and contour my cheeks, it takes 4 minutes. And that is so fast. And then I'm always like, wow, what a difference it makes.
I do it right before all my videos too. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have a little lift.
Yeah, no, it's so fantastic. I cannot say enough good things about it. I love it so much.
Do you want to become more confident in your appearance through daily practices? Like so many women, myself and Ashley have suffered through our battles with our aging skin. Oh my goodness. And all that comes with it. I'm 46 as of recording this, and Ashley is 48. So we were curious as to why so many other women bought so many skincare products and services if they were just not feeling good about their appearance. We listened. More and more women were feeling bad about themselves. So this led Ash and I to explore these thoughts deeper at a time when more and more women want to take care of their skin at home. I know I do. We began our anti-aging skincare blog and this podcast while continuing to operate as a spa owner, as a working esthetician. Until up to recently, Ashley and I wanted to make our unique skincare approach accessible to anyone who wanted to learn while keeping it affordable and inclusive. So it's so exciting. So what began as a dream over a decade with a small room and private clients turned into a locally respected spa with a team of dedicated estheticians. So for those who don't know, I just sold my spa just a few months ago, and now I am focused on this online skincare community with you guys. Ashley and I are now turning this anti-aging skincare program into an online service that will help thousands of women all over the world called LaPree Beauty. You can find it at lindsayholder.com. So just an example, one of our members said, as a beginner with at-home skincare routines and someone who is used to going to a dermatologist or esthetician when I have a skin problem, I was doubtful about seeing results. However, LaPree Beauty has changed my approach, my skin health, and I am already seeing results in my skin. Lindsay and Ashley's philosophy has completely transformed my mindset around skincare. Oh my goodness, that just warms my skincare heart. Thank you so much. That is why we do this online skincare membership, to hear from our members just like that. Our skincare community provides a practical, easy approach to getting great skin and just, feeling good about it through our 3 core principles. 1, we are skin focused, which is the daily practice led by me, a licensed esthetician that builds skin health, which promotes elasticity, lessens your wrinkles, and renews your appearance in as little as 10 minutes a day. We have ingredient information, not overload, inside our online skincare community. This is skincare ingredients explained simply to reduce confusion and empower your product knowledge. We even have an exclusive product knowledge database for you to be a part of. And then we want to achieve confidence in your skin. So it's the practice of intertwining goals, small daily habits, to take care of yourself and achieve overall happiness and self-love, which is so important. So join us today. We cannot wait to have you inside our community at lindsayholder.com and get access to specialized skincare videos for all skin types made by myself. They are instructed by me. My name is Lindsay. I'm a master esthetician with over 13 years of experience, and I will take you along with me with videos and along with weekly skincare ingredients explained simply to reduce confusion and expand your skin product knowledge. Again, sign up at lindsayholder.com. That's LINDSEYHOLDER.com. lindsayholder.com. It takes less than 30 seconds and then you're in. So fast, so easy. We cannot wait to have you a part of our skincare community. And myself, my name is Lindsay, and Ashley look forward to talking to you about your skincare journey and your needs inside the community. See you there, lindsayholder.com.
All right. The next thing that we want to go over this is so fun. Oh my goodness. This has been, I've been eyeing this for a while now. I have been. And it did live up to my expectations. So they're called, the first one is the Bougie driving gloves. Now, both Lindsay and I use gloves for when we're driving and also when we do our daily walks.
Are you going to put this in our podcast shop so then people can just
Yes.
Okay, so they'll know which one you're talking about?
Yes, I've got it linked there, and I've got it linked in the
show notes.
It's called Pink Driving Gloves, yeah. But anyways, okay, so I love the color. They're hot pink. And here's the best part. I love how they feel. So I had another long sleeve driving glove that I would, cover your hands. It would go all the way up to where your short sleeves, hit. The problem with those were it was so tight, it would cut off my arm.
Was it those white ones with the black polka dots?
Nope. Those didn't go all the way up. It was this light gray one. Anyways, these driving gloves, I love how they go all the way up your arm, but I don't know how she designed them, but they're not too tight and they're not too loose and they stay up. I mean, it's really high quality. I will say with these, because I tried them on and I love the way they fit. I do suggest that you wear them more in the fall and the winter because they're a thicker material, which I love.
I was about to say, They're just slightly a little warmer. So I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm saving these and I'm going to be using them all the time in the fall and the winter for sure. But the quality is really high. I love them. And then the other thing that I really love is called the Hot Mess Ice Roller. So Lindsay and I, as you've heard with past podcasts, we do a lot of derma rolling, which is, if you don't know that, that's another word for at-home microneedling. After I have sensitive skin, so after I derma roll, I mean, my face stings. It really stings. And then I know I pH balance, I put the toner on and everything. Well, I have ice rollers already, but they would not stay cold. They would lose their coldness after like 3 swipes on my face. So I ended up getting an ice cube and wrapping a paper towel around it, and just doing that all over my face. The problem with that is then my face is dripping with water. Okay. So what I love about this one, it is a jumbo ice roller. I'm telling you, there's not another one that's going to be able to compete with this one. It's ergonomically correct. So it fits into my hand. It's like the curve of my hand. And then the roller is flipping huge and it stays cold. And that's the kind of tool I've been looking for after I do my derma rolling. So I keep mine in the freezer. You can keep it in the fridge or the freezer. I keep mine in the freezer because after I derma roll, I want something ice cold to immediately stop the irritation. Yeah, I'm really sensitive.
Okay. And that's even after you put on whatever, your collagen or peptides or growth hormones?
Yep. It's just something like, let's put it this way. I am such a baby. I have stopped myself from calling you because I'm like, Lindsay, it hurts. And I'm like, Ashley. Yeah, I'm like, Ashley, she's just going to tell you to slap on some toner. Like, I know all the tricks.
Okay. And then you also mentioned that the next morning you like to put on the magnesium mask that we talked about as well.
Yes, I love to put on that magnesium mask in the next morning, and it just like calms it down. It feels so good. I love that one. Thank you for reminding me about that one.
We talked about the magnesium mask in, I think, 2 episodes before this.
I can quickly tell you, it's basically you get a bowl of filtered water. It's a tablet that you drop into a little bowl and it dissolves really quickly, which I think is really cool. It comes with, yes, it's magnesium, so it's infused with minerals. It comes with these disposable masks. So then it's so cool. The mask, you drop it in there and then it inflates. It's so neat. And then you can put that on your skin. Oh my God, it feels incredible. Feels so good.
We should just put that in the show notes too, just to kind of remind everybody. But imagine putting all those minerals on your skin. That's amazing.
Yeah, it feels so great.
This isn't on our show notes, but I did want to talk about one that just popped up into my head so mine is not here yet. I just got approved for it. Ashley's, I believe yours is here. And that is the estrogen skincare lotion.
Oh, the Alloy.
Okay. So it's by Alloy. So currently with Alloy, they have an estrogen. Is it a serum or
topical? It's an estrogen topical cream.
Okay. It's estrogen topical cream. And you have to have a doctor approve it before they'll send it to you. So I filled out my information. I just got this week approved. The doctor approved it and said that it's on its way. So I'm really excited to try it. Now, Ashley, you've tried it. Is that right? Have you tried it at all?
So here's the thing is that this is what I love about my Alloy is that whenever you're in menopause, you're going to lose all your estrogen. And unless you do hormone replacement therapy to get it back up. One of the things where you're going to instantly see the estrogen loss is in your face because you're just going to quickly lose the collagen and elasticity. It's going to drop. The thing that I love about my Alloy is it is a topical estrogen, so you can get it directly into those estrogen receptors on your face immediately. The other thing that I love about this company is you get to communicate. It's included with your package. You get to communicate with a board certified OBGYN. And I was having some issues with my hormone levels and I couldn't get in to see my doctor. And Lindsay was with me through this struggle and I didn't know what to do. And so I had my OBGYN doctor. She was out of the office for like 4 days and I couldn't get in touch. I was still waiting to hear back from Pam, who you've heard us talk about. Pam, she's amazing. She's the pharmacist that's trained in
hormone specialist.
Yeah, she's amazing. Just trained in hormones. So I thought, you know what? I love this. Let me get another opinion. So I reached out to the My Alloy and they assign you a doctor. And I asked her my questions. Y'all, it was such a detailed response. And it was so professional. And she gave me so much information. I thought, holy cow, what a fantastic resource. So if you don't like your gynecologist or you're just having some issues and you just don't feel comfortable asking them questions, or maybe you need to, whatever. Wow. This is a completely safe space where they're not going to judge you, and you just do it online and you can ask all your questions. And the board certified gynecologist, I can't believe it. It was just such a fantastic response. Oh, and when you first get on there, she sends you a video of herself talking to you and saying, hey, I'm the doctor, blah, blah, blah. This is my name. This is my history. So it is a phenomenal resource.
How long have you been using that cream?
Well, here's the thing. I am not able to use the cream right now. And here's why. Because I did my saliva testing for my hormones. I would like to put this out because we just learned this. Lindsay and I both learned this through a hormone conference that we went to. Hormones are found in your tissues. So that's why getting your hormones tested through the blood is not the best way to gauge your hormones. You need to do it through a saliva test.
Wasn't that interesting to learn? We both went light bulb.
Well, I had done a saliva testing and I was literally, when people say with your hormones fluctuate, you can go crazy, it's true. And if you're going through that, I empathize with you. I've been there and thank goodness I'm not there right now. Anyways, with the saliva testing, the blood testing that I had gotten, and your hormones can fluctuate big time. That's with perimenopause, up and down. But anyways, with my saliva testing, my estrogen, the high point of an estrogen is supposed to be 3. Mine was 17. So I have too much. I have plenty of estrogen right now. I'm having to balance it out with progesterone, and I'm not going to go into that because that's a hormone podcast. So my answer to you is I'm not able to use the Alloy cream right now because I have too much estrogen circulating.
Oh, okay. Which is so interesting because it was plummeted not too long ago. It was like 0.
It did, but see, I did it through the blood test. Okay. And what I think happened is that I was going through an extremely stressful time, and stress will really...
The kids were home from summer. That's hysterical. They took all your estrogen.
They did. It was literally, even my son said this. It was the last week before school. And even my son said, yeah, that was a hard week, Mommy. And it's because I switched schools for them. They were really scared and they were stressed out, and then they were making me stressed. It was horrible. So I did that, and then I was fasting, and you're not supposed to fast when you are already stressed out. And I did a 36-hour fast. So I think it was... Oh, plus, what you're also not supposed to do is go hardcore exercise. So this is what I did that week. I was chronically stressed because my kids were driving me nuts. I went to hot HIIT every day, and I was doing a 36-hour fast. So my body was like...
Depleting your body of everything.
So anyway, so that's what happened. But I digress.
That conference was very, very insightful. And I think we should do a whole nother episode about that and definitely have Pam. I can't remember Pam's last name, but we should talk to her about it. The conference that we were going to was actually going to have another author who, ironically, her name is Pam too. Her name is Pamela. I'm going to botch this up, but Wharton. It's spelled Wartian, Wharton Smith. And she is a hormone expert. Unfortunately, what happened was there was that big hurricane in Florida. So she obviously couldn't get out because of that. So Pam, the owner of Compounding Solutions, spoke, which is an excellent talk. So we will be going back in November and listening to the book. It's called Women's Hormones. We'll put that in the show notes as well as on our shop, my@lindsayholder.com. We have a little shop store just so you can see what we're talking about. But she is an expert in hormones, and I cannot wait to dive deeper into
What do you want me to put in the show notes, Lindsay?
Just the book by Pamela.
Oh, yeah, I've got that. Oh, okay, sure. I can do that.
Yeah, and then we'll go into further detail about that. But I like to give people a point of reference and a resource. And let me tell you, I was driving to there. They had like balloons and stuff. There were women like speed walking to get in there. And then we went in there. packed. Room was packed with women like, help, help, hormones. And I threw up a story on my Instagram. Great questions. Every woman, they were like so struggling with this. And I threw up a story on my Instagram, which is Lindsay R. Holder. That's my Instagram handle, Lindsay R. Holder. And I was like, would you like to have a hormone specialist on the show? 100%. I put like yes or no, and everybody was like 100%. They were so interested in it. So this is a topic that a lot of women want to just learn more about. So anyway, Alloy was not mentioned. It was not on our show notes, but I thought, I'm about to get it. I can't wait to check that out. And I've never heard of having estrogen cream that's even new for me. So that is, to me, a new anti-aging product, because that has not been on the market before, where you would be able to talk to a doctor online and that they approve it. Like, we're really going to advance. This is an exciting time.
And so many women in our conference that they said that they didn't feel comfortable talking to their OBGYN about hormones. So if you have a doctor that you don't like or you don't gel with, this is a way around it with my Alloy.
Well, because you also can't go into a deep, deep conversation because their next client's waiting. It's a sit down, talk down conversation. What are you going to do? Hey, I need to make an appointment just to talk about my hormones. I mean, it's awkward.
Right.
The next one on my list I'm really into right now is Medic 8. You may have heard about this brand. It's been a while, around for a little bit. They sent us some products and I'm using their peptides. I used their peptides last night. I did my home derma rolling, and I'll give you a tip. What I do is I put the peptides on first, then I derma roll because I press that peptide serum in, and then I put it on again after. So I'm like really pressing it into, basically when you derma roll, you're aerating your face. You're poking little holes in your face just to make it super simple. And then you want to get your product in there really fast before those holes close up, because they're going to close up quickly because you're not made to have holes in your face. So that's why it is such a great way to really build your collagen elasticity. It's one of the top ways really to do that. So Medic 8, I'm using their peptides. They sent their crystal retinol. I'm trying that out. Really like it so far, and their vitamin C. I did some research, and their line is aimed at mature skin, and it's definitely apparent that way. Just the way the formulations are, they're very elegant and advanced and elevated is what I would say. Their formulas are developed in their in-house labs where they are blended, filled, and packaged. So they have control of everything. And I really like how they are ISO certified. And what that is, that's a seal of approval from a third-party body that a company runs to one of their international standards developed and published by the International Organization for Standardization. I thought that was really important that they had that, or impressive that they had that. I like to always see, okay, what extra steps is this brand doing that makes it stand out, that makes it something that I really want to invest in. I can't wait to do a full product review on them, but so far it's really nice. So what does a full product review mean? So in our app, I'm going to take a full line. So the line will be Medic 8, and I'll go down the products that I have tried and say, this is what I like about this one. Let me give you some tips on this product, how to use this product, how to incorporate in your skincare. So the difference is, I'll tell you. So I'm not just somebody on, I am on TikTok, but I'm not just somebody on TikTok that's getting paid to tell you about this, about that. Like, I'm really studying these. I'm using them personally on my skincare and my skincare routine. I do them for a minimum of 2 weeks so I can truly see, hey, what is this like on my skin? And I'll give you tips on everything in that line too. So I hope you're able to download the app when it comes out. It's coming out very soon, and get my take on that. I would really like to try out so I reached out to them, and I would like to try their micellar mousse. I've never heard of a micellar mousse.
Ooh, that sounds so fun. I use my micellar wash every night. So to have a micellar mousse, ooh.
I want to tell you something. I am no different than most women out there. Even as an esthetician, I'm like, ooh, micellar mousse. And I get so sucked in with the packaging. So I'm like, can I have that? So my point is, I'm a sucker for marketing, just like we all are. But then once I try the product, I'm there to tell you, does this work or not? Like, yeah, that was cute and fun. That was fun, but don't get it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I really want to try their micellar. They have a balm that looks delicious that I want to try. And then they have a glycolic treatment that you put on overnight. Definitely have that on my list. And then their new hydrating sheet mask. I'm always up for finding a really great sheet mask because they're just so easy. And a tip that I do with my sheet mask, I don't know if you've ever done this or not, but I get they're very inexpensive. I think they're $10. They're the silicone mask that have a little thing that you put over your ears. So I put my sheet mask and then I put the silicone mask over it. So it holds up that sheet mask. So it's not sliding down your face for 15 minutes. So that is my tip for that. And you can just easily rinse it off after. Another skincare that was sent to us very recently and is developed by several women dermatologists is called Vetted. I'd never heard of Vetted. They're a brand new skincare company. I haven't heard of them. They sent us the cleanser and the moisturizer, and I'm going to tell you, it's nice. It's super simple. It's nothing fancy, but it works. It works. The cleanser does a great job getting my makeup off. The moisturizer is just the right thickness. Their packaging is very sleek, very gorgeous, and that doesn't really make that big of a difference, but it is cute in my bathroom. I do like it. My one complaint about the packaging, though, is it's so pretty that I don't want to throw it away.
Right. Yeah.
I want to tell them, too, can you make, OneSkin does, can you
they don't have a refill option?
They don't have a refill. I'd rather just have a refill option and then pour it into the beautiful
glass bottle or ceramic bottle.
Glass. It's a milky white glass bottle, very elegantly done, gorgeous. It's so thick, so heavy. I absolutely love it, but I almost feel guilty throwing that away. So I'd rather it come with a refillable package.
You need to reach out to them and tell them they need to have a refill.
Yeah. But do you like it?
I loved it. I loved it because it was no nonsense, and it's fantastic for people with sensitive skin and have a lot of they can't take a lot, and
that's why they developed it.
Yeah. And especially I think it's really fantastic if you are, let's say you've done too much to your skin, you've done too many masks or too many products, or you've just tried a new product, you're like, and you need to get back to something very simple, but that is going to be a high quality. This would also be a great product for you to use as well. Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. And what really got my attention is it was several dermatologists, women dermatologists that designed it and developed it. So that they were seeing just client after client and hearing.
Probably with hormonal acne. I mean, that really starts to take an effect on your skin, is that perimenopause, menopause, hormonal acne.
Absolutely. So I haven't done any research if they had any more products because they just sent us a cleanser moisturizer, and I've only been using it for the last couple of weeks because that's when we got it in. But I wanted to put in this podcast because I was really impressed by it. And again, it's very simple, but there's something about it that you're just like, I like this. I just like it. I don't know if you do this, but do you know when you use a product, if you're like, oh, this is going to work. I like this.
I do immediately. Mm-hmm. There's some, and I don't like to badmouth people, but there's a very popular line that we received, and I was like, it's just, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, there's a couple that I'm like, well, one, I thought cute packaging, it's okay. It's just made for not my skin that's mature. It's made for a younger audience in their teens and early 20s. This would be great. And then there was another one that we got, they gave us the whole box. And I was really trying to find something that worked out of that. I think you know which one I'm talking about. It's fun colors and stuff. But it just each product, I was like, oh, this is just missing the boat by just this is missing that. This is missing that. I wish I could be on their board to say, you need to do, you need to do this or help with the formulations in some kinds.
They need professional people that are going to be honest to help them before they, and then we got one where we got 2 bottles of something. And I was so excited to try it. It was just really fun looking. And I was like, what is this? It just did nothing.
The bottle wasn't even labeled, though. It was very confusing. I thought, I don't even know how to use this.
Yeah, it wasn't I know it wasn't labeled, but it was interesting. So I was like, here, gave it to my daughter. Here you go.
Exactly. We get stuff all the time. So it makes the product has to really be effective for us to put it on, especially on the show. So I hope that these were helpful for you for some of the new beauty, aging, anti-aging, or we should say healthy aging devices and products and the healthy swaps. And guess what? We are going to be ripping open that date syrup package coming tomorrow. Ashley can't wait to share with you her thoughts about it. And we will have a new healthy swap next week. We cannot wait to talk to you then. We have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for listening. If you liked our show, please rate and review us. We would love to hear your review on our show. 5 stars only, please.
Yeah, y'all, it's been a minute since we got a review. Hello.
It has been a minute. We were hopping for a minute.
It has been a minute. I was like, oh my God, we got one. And now it's crickets. So if you're out there and you're listening, just take 2 seconds. It'll give you good karma.
And lastly, we are really ramping up our YouTube soon. So if you want to see us in action, it'll be Spa Skin and Beauty, our YouTube. Ashley will put it in the link in the show notes so you can see us with our new videos coming up. So thanks for listening, everybody, and we will see you next week or talk to you. Until next time.